the high level of divorce in our society, what do you think is the real cost of divorce?
Why is increasing every day is because men pretend something that you are not. You claim that you are this. You don't have money, but you married a woman and you claim that you are a millionaire, and the person you are getting married to is looking at you as a millionaire, and she's now entering the house hoping that my husband is a millionaire, entering and discover that my husband is not even a thousandaire. Yeah. It will be a problem. So that thing she's looking at, if she did not get it, it will be a problem.
So mainly expectations.
Some of them will leave. So what kills the marriage this present time? A lot of pretense. People putting their hand where they don't supposed to be. Claiming what you don't have. Saying what you don't have. You find out that sometimes some might even rent motor just because of they want to marry. They will rent vehicle and use it to go and deceive a woman. Yeah. Now tell me, how do you think that marriage will succeed? It cannot succeed. So the most important thing, if you want to have a perfect home, tell your partner who you are. When I started my business, my husband said no, that I'm not going to do it. How will my wife fry akara? It doesn't make sense. And I now looked out, someone that is telling me not to fry akara, do you have the money to sponsor me for bigger work? When I wanted to start it, he said no. I told him, if he said, let me not do this akara, can you give me money for another business? He did not reply. So the best thing I had to do, I now called the mom. The mom said, my daughter, if you know what you want to do, go ahead and do it. So the woman encouraged me, and I did not give ear to my husband anymore because I know what I'm pursuing. I started that business. He's not happy, but I did not look at him because what I'm looking at is the future. I started that business, and before you know what is going on, after 2 months, I started touching little money. And I now brought the money to him. I said, my husband, come and see.
Come and see money.
He started smiling. Since that day,
everything changed.
He now give me the full audacity to do more. That anything I want to do, you're free.
Today, I'm extremely excited because of what I'm going to be talking about today. You see, we are living in a society where a lot of things are happening, especially when it comes to marriage and career. Of course, you guys know that we see a lot of divorce cases happening. And sometimes career is also part of the cause of some of divorce, of course. But today, I want to, bring in this very interesting guest. She is a very exceptional person. When I say high-level entrepreneur, and she's doing extremely well for herself, and above all, she's also a marriage coach. Let me introduce you guys to, I call her Mama. Mama, thank you.
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for honoring this invitation. You see, we want to talk about career in marriage, and this has a lot. But we're going to be asking you a few questions and you can answer so our viewers will also learn from whatever we're going to be talking about today. But before we go further, let us get to know you. Who are you and what do you do?
Thank you so much. My name is Linda Onyenedum, a director of Alisco Line Catering School. Anything pertaining events, that is what I specialize on.
Yeah, Jim.
When you call on us, we are there to make you happy. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Let me ask you this. How long have you been doing this?
More than 20-something years now.
Okay. Yes. We also know that you are also a marriage counselor or a marriage coach in one of the churches around.
Yes.
Can you tell us about
that? Is Catholic Church, St. John Catholic Church.
St. John Catholic Church, okay.
Yes.
You are also among
the marriage coach.
The marriage coach. Okay, people who are hoping to get married.
Yeah.
You're also part of who educates them on the issue of marriage and all of that. It means that we are actually in the right path. So let me ask you this question. How have you been able to manage your marriage and your career?
Thank you for that question. Now, I'm able to manage my business because when you're talking about career is all about your business. And marriage is all about husband and wife and your family entirely. I don't allow my business I don't interfere my business with my marriage.
Okay.
But to balance these two,
Mm.
business is something that you need to do so that you can be able to run your family very well. And family is something that is very, very important. And without business, you can't manage your family. And without family, you can't manage business. So these are the two things you need to balance very well so that, number one, for you to be happy. So in terms of how to balance these two, number one, I make sure before I move for any business at all, I make sure I make my family to understand that this is time for business.
Okay.
And I make sure I provide everything they need at that moment for them to be happy and also for me to be free to do the business I want to do. And that is it. So for you to balance this, you make sure you give the best to each. Best to your business and also to your family. You cannot leave anyone without touching it and touching it very well. And in terms of your business, if you leave your business because of your family, you find out that a family without money, people keep on crying.
Yeah.
So for family to move ahead, to be happy, you need to balance your business and balance it very well. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ma, for that for that answer. Let me move a little bit further. You see, we are living in a society where sometimes you see a man after maybe getting married and maybe he intends to ask the wife not to continue what she is doing. Is there any time in your marriage where your husband say, don't focus on your career? And if yes, how were you able to manage it and all of that?
Yes, it happens.
Okay.
It happens. Like somebody like me, when I started my business, my husband said no, that I'm not going to do it. And sometimes it depends on the business anyway.
Okay.
But no matter the business, you don't need to shy on it. Like me, I started with akara. My husband said no. How will my wife fry akara? It doesn't make sense. And I now looked out. Someone that is telling me not to fry akara, do you have the money to sponsor me for bigger work? You don't. So when I wanted to start it, he said no, that I cannot. But I told him, if he said, let me not do this akara, can you give me money for another business? He did not reply. So the best thing I had to do, I now called the mom. The mom said, my daughter, if you know what you want to do, go ahead and do it. So the woman encouraged me, and I did not give ear to my husband anymore because I know what I'm pursuing. I started that business. He's not happy, but I did not look at him because what I'm looking at is the future. I started that business, and before you know what is going on, after 2 months, I started touching little money. And I now brought the money to him. I said, my husband, come and see.
Come and see money.
He started smiling. Since that day,
Everything changed.
he now give me
All this
the
thoughts.
full audacity to do more. That anything I want to do, you are free. So you cannot, because your husband say don't do this, you will dance to that tune. But try as much as possible to let him know the value and the importance of you having something doing. Thank you so much.
Ma, let me move a little bit further. In a case where the wife is the one who pays most of the bill in the house, is it still right for her to still submit to the husband?
Yes. Yes. You have to submit to your husband. Number one, because your husband is your crown. Your husband is your crown. And when you look at this present generation, you find out that sometimes God can bless a woman and sometimes God can bless a man. So whoever that have that luck in the family, carry your partner along. You as a wife, God is on your side. Things move better for you more than your husband. That you pay school fees, you buy everything in the house, doesn't mean that you will let people know that you are the one doing it. Let them know that it's your husband that is providing it. Because number one, your husband is your crown. So when you do that, you find out that peace will reign. Because there are a lot of women out there that pay school fees, they pay house rents, and they still submit. If you don't submit, who will you submit to? Is it outsider? So you definitely have to.
So it's very, very important.
Very, very important.
That no matter how, no matter, even if she's the one paying the bills,
everything, you must
still
submit.
find a way to submit to.
Yes, that makes you to be a good woman.
Okay.
Thank you.
That was well. Let's look at, now, considering how you started, you just tell us a little background of how you guys started. But you now see in a generation, especially where we are right now, where a man or a woman said, no, I want to be able to fix my career first before going into marriage. Do you think it's right? Or do you think, what?
It's not right.
Okay.
It's not right, because sometimes I think that youth of these days, they are afraid. And some of them are looking at money. That let me make 10 million.
Before.
Let me make 5 million. And unfortunate thing there is this. The more you hustle purposely for marriage, the more that money diminish. Every year you will keep on counting that I will make million before entering into marriage. No. The best thing when you know, for me, I always tell people that when you reach the age of 28, nothing should stop you. At least 30 years, get your partner. Both of you will start to hustle. Plan ahead. Work ahead. And do you know the secret? Any day you have a woman, you find out that your door of blessing open. Your door of blessing open. But when you think that you can do it alone without a woman, sometimes you wake up with anger. But when you have a woman, you wake up with happiness.
Sure.
And when you go out for business, you excel. Thank you so much.
You guys hear it. I am really excited the way this conversation is going on. And we see some families where we see some husbands who come to tell their wife that they should quit their dream job. You know, sometimes you get married, maybe they have no issue with whatever that is going on, but once they finally get married, the husband is authoritative. Now he's now bringing an option. It's either you choose your work, or it's either you choose your career, or you choose the marriage. In that scenario, what do you think the person should do?
Now, what you're supposed to do as a woman, number one, you will sit and calculate very well. You will know whether if your career is affecting your marriage, number one. When it's affecting your marriage, that is when you will have a double thought of dropping that business or standing on it. But if it's affecting your marriage, you have to think twice. But if it's not affecting your marriage, you don't look at the man. Number one, it might be that the man is jealous of your business. If you get that type of husband and your husband is trying to stop you not to work on your career just because of hatred, that is when you will now tell him the importance of the business you are doing. Now, as you are doing it, let him know. But the most important thing, do you provide for your family? If you always provide, if you always do the necessary things you need to do as a mother that has a career, and your husband in another way around trying to quench you not to do what he's supposed to do to help your family, my beloved, you have to sit up. You have to sit up. Now, for you sitting up, think very well. This is my business I'm doing. If it's something that will take you away from your home, you have to drop and look for another something to do that will bring you more closer to your family. Because most important thing is your family. But if your business is not affecting your home just because of hatred, my beloved, don't listen to him. Forge ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you very much for all of this. It has been an amazing time, all these wisdom. Let me ask this. How can couples balance their ambitions without conflicting each other in marriage?
Without any conflict
In marriage.
in marriage. First, the man, the woman must know their duty. They must know their responsibility, what they're supposed to do in a home. A man has what to do. The woman also know what to do. When they balance it, you find out that things goes on well. But when a man don't know what he's supposed to do, and the woman don't know what she supposed to do, there will be a conflict. But now in a home, like in this present time, men might say, my wife, can you handle this? Maybe it's, for example, like me, in my own home, my husband pays children's school fees.
Okay.
My husband pay house rent. Me as a woman, I make sure I provide food in the house.
That's your own
That is
contribution
my own contribution
as a career
as
person
a
in the
career person.
family. Okay.
Because you cannot just be an island. You cannot just, you are working, you are not contributing. It makes the man to be angry. But for things to balance, both of you must agree on what to do so that you can be able to build your home. And when both of you plan together, there will be no conflicts. Because you've known your duty, the woman knows her duty, and everybody is trying to work harder in order to provide for that particular both of things that both of you have agreed within yourselves to do.
I'm sure some Gen Z bodies or some of our new generational feminine or women, we may not agree with what you said. Some of them will say, my money is my money and his money is our money. How would you refer to this?
No. It's only a woman that doesn't have feeling for his family that can say that.
Thank you.
When you have feeling for your family, because your main aim of marrying is just for your family. It's for your children and your husband. But when you don't have that genuine reason of marrying that man, you don't have that love to cater for the family. But every woman supposed to be, they say that a man is a pillar. But this present time is woman that is a pillar. But the man is a main crown. Did you get me? So for you to make sure that the conflicts will not arise, it comes from the man, number one. Do you know that there's some men that in the morning, they will wake up in the morning, good morning, before you know what is going on, they walk away. Without even telling the wife, my love, what are we going to do today? And you see that when such thing is happening, the woman will not be happy. And when the woman is not happy, fire. But when the woman said fire will, fire will burn this house today, find out that fire will burn the house.
Sure.
So now, if a man who not call himself a man, you are living in a house, number one, you must allow your wife to know, my love, I'm going out today. Please, I don't have anything.
Manage this.
Manage this. Or even if you don't have anything, there's a way you talk to your wife. Even if it's only Gary that both of you have, they will manage it with happiness and there will be no conflict. But when you will stand up as a man, you leave the house. Anything you want to do,
you're expecting us to come back.
When you come back, you'll be expecting food on the table. And not even only that food, you'll be expecting the rishi on the food, which you did not provide. So you find out that if both of the man and the woman, if you want peace in a home, you must try to accept anything you see. When they give you food to eat and there's no meat, you must accept. Because you are not outsider, you are inside. And if you provide for meat and your wife did not put the meat on the food, that is when you will rake. But if you did not provide and your wife was able to hustle and give you anything on your table, please manage it with happiness. And as you are eating it with happiness, you'll be happy. And you find that there will be no conflict. But you always have conflict when the both parties don't know their rules and regulations. That is it.
So the key important part of marriage is for them to always talk about
Yes.
Issues around.
Issues around that is affecting the home. That is the most important thing. The man, the woman, both of you must sit and agree.
And agree.
How can we carry?
How can we do this?
Do this, do that. Because in a family, only thing that we need in a family is house rent, feeding, clothing. There's nothing again. Nothing. So all these things is something that the two party we agree. My wife, let me be handling this. You be handling this.
In love.
And in love. If you're not able to do this, you only call your husband, my love. Please, for this period, I don't think I can be able to do this because of this, because of that. Please try to understand. And when you understand, you find out that peace will reign.
Let's talk about the high level of divorce before you go. The high level of divorce in our society. What do you think is the real cost of divorce?
Number one, divorce, I can say. Why is increasing every day is because, number one, men pretend something that you are not. You claim that you are this. You don't have money, but you married a woman and you claim that you are a millionaire. And the person you are getting married to is looking at you as a millionaire. And she's now entering the house, hoping that my husband is a millionaire. Entering and discover that my husband is not even a thousandaire. It will be a problem. So that thing she's looking at, if she did not get it, it will be a problem.
So mainly expectations.
Some of them will leave. Now, the most important thing, be who you are. When you want to marry, tell your wife who you are. Be open, be plain. When you marry and you don't have money, my wife, please, I don't have money. If she loves you, she will marry you.
She will marry you, definitely.
According to what you have and who you are. So what kills the marriage this present time? A lot of pretense. A lot of pretense. People putting their hand where they don't supposed to be. Claiming what you don't have. Saying what you don't have. You find out that sometimes some might even rent motor just because of they want to marry. They will rent vehicle and use it to go and deceive a woman.
Yeah.
Now tell me, how do you think that marriage will succeed? It cannot succeed. So the most important thing, if you want to have a perfect home, tell your partner who you are. And now, on the side of women, some, they are not graduates. They will tell their partner that they are graduates. And at the end of the marriage, you will now discover that
she's not.
What you said is not who you are.
Issues, now start having issues.
Problem will start coming up. Please, divorce, the main reason of divorce is when you are not truthful. Please try to be truthful once. Tell your partner who you are. Be open. If you want to marry somebody, tell the person, this is who I am. I'm from a poor home. Let the person know that you are from a poor home.
Yes.
Then you will be claiming that you are a child of Babangida. While you are a child of a village farmer. So you find out that these are the things that are causing divorce in the society.
It's all right. Thank you very much, ma. We really appreciate it. But before you go, just advice. What advice would you give to our young people watching us, people who are hoping to go into marriage? What should they be looking out for? As a man, what you should be looking out for in a woman? And as a woman, what you should also be looking out for in a man?
For a woman, a lady per se, before you get into marriage, the most important thing you should be looking at from a man, number one, a God-fearing man.
God-fearing man, okay.
A God-fearing man. It's not even the money. The man might not have money, but when you enter, money will come.
Will come.
And don't marry a man just because he has money, he has car. Anything can happen, the car will disappear.
Sure.
So, but the most important thing, marry a man that you love. And when you marry someone you love, you find out that you can do and undo to keep the marriage.
Sure.
But when you marry because your mates are getting married and you don't want people to say that you are not,
Yeah.
you don't want to enter, it will make you to enter and leave the house. In terms of the boys, before you marry, don't marry because of beauty. Men these days are marrying because of beauty. They hire the beauty, they hire your wahala. So it's better you marry someone that you know that have good character. With good character, you are good to go. And I pray that God will help each and every one of us.
Amen to that.
you.
Thank you very much, Ma. You guys heard it all. You heard everything she said. It's a privilege having you here, Ma.
Thank
and being able to discuss all these issues and the way you address them individually. I hope our viewers will learn from it. But of course, feel free to share with us what you think about what she has said. If you also have any question for her, you want her to answer, because she's a marriage coach. So if you have any question regards marriage or you're having issues, please feel free to reach out. We will get it directly to her and she will respond accordingly. But just in case this is the first time you are seeing this show and you have not subscribed, I say, please subscribe and don't forget to follow across all social media platforms. My name still remains Lawrence Okeke Okweleme 1 Nananri. Up to the next one.
Habla Mónica, yo voy. Negativo y me voy.